Hey, I'm Gary, and welcome to another edition of Interviews with Experts. Today we have part 2 on a 4-part series where we're speaking with 3 high-end escorts from Cachet Ladies. It's a special interview as well because I'm joined with Dr. Jess, who is a Playboy TV host, as well as a writer for Eligible Magazine and a Toronto-based sexologist. Welcome, Jess. Thanks for being here.
So happy to be here.
So I'm curious, we talked a little bit on the last segment, we talked a little bit about what the service include and things we didn't realize. But I'm curious to know what your backgrounds are and what prompted you to get in the business. And if I may, Jess, can I start with you?
Yeah, I was born in Toronto and I was raised in a small town north of the city. And I led like a really quiet life all my life. Like, you know, I had horses and like just kind of being like, you know, a run around the countryside kind of girl. And came to Toronto for school and currently pursuing my undergrad. And, you know, it's hard to afford rent and school and, you know, all the, you know, expenses that seem, you know, just unlimited with life. So escorting was a way that I found to really like just completely free myself financially and really take, you know, a burden off my lifestyle and, you know, other stresses that I don't need.
So what are you doing now? You're going to school still, Jess?
Yes, I'm currently finishing off 3rd year and then 4th year, and then I'll have my undergrad.
Okay, great. Anastasia?
I started off about a year ago. I'm pursuing my PhD right now, and because of that and the time consumption it required me, I wasn't able to have a regular job. And I figured if I look into this and see how I like it, it would definitely help me support myself financially and help me achieve my goals in the future. So I tried it out, and now I've actually fallen in love with the career. It's great. You get to do so many different things and experience everything on a variety level. So it's given me the confidence to be myself and support myself financially, and I don't have to worry about the time consumption and education.
And I'd just like to add, you know, Anastasia has a double master's. This isn't something we're making up. We've done the full background checks, and me personally wouldn't put my stamp on something unless we had followed through. It's pretty impressive to do your PhD. I know it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, and it is very time consuming, so it's very helpful to have such opportunities where you are able to focus on your career and on your goals and on your future and stabilize yourself financially, mentally, and in any other way.
Excellent, thank you.
Good. Eva?
I'm about to enter 4th year in an honors Bachelor of Arts program in university, so doing my undergrad right now. I found out about this job and this career option through female friends of mine in 1st year university, actually, who are very progressive and very intelligent, and suggested this as an option to me because I have a fun-loving personality, because I have a very adventurous spirit, and because I'm a very open-minded person. And at first I was really hesitant. I didn't really know what the reality of this kind of work might be like, but after a bit of personal progress and personal growth, I decided to give it a try, really out of my own interest and curiosity. And it's actually been the most interesting, meaningful, rewarding, and fulfilling work endeavor that I've ever come across. So it's turned out to be something that has been an incredible part of my life.
Well, I think a lot of people make assumptions with regard to finance, and that we make this assumption that women get into this field just for the money. But, you know, speaking off camera, you mentioned that, a number of you mentioned that there are other perks to the job. So what do you enjoy about your job as an escort?
Everything, so much.
Yeah, like I feel like when I'm walking down the street just in my day clothes, like I'm actually a superhero or something. Like I'll go out with like my dress and my makeup on, and I just like I'm a completely different person, and that in itself is so liberating. Because like, you know, I'll be a certain way with clients, like I'll do things, I'll say things that, you know, I won't edit myself in the same way that I will with people that I know that I'm gonna like for sure see the next day.
So can I ask, are you saying that you're more yourself when you're an escort than when you're not?
I think so, yeah, like in a weird way, yes. I mean, you can be totally who you are. I mean, you could, you know, probably like Freudian analyze this all day long, but like.
We won't do that.
Yeah, like you can you just don't have any filters on. It's, you can be as free as you want to be, like, to a certain extent, but, whatever fun, loving characteristics that you think might be in there that you don't show every day for whatever reason, like, those reasons don't apply when you're escorting.
Well, you're definitely relieved of prescribed identity prescriptions that you have to align by in day-to-day life. For me, I personally find that escorting is a space where I get to share a lot of intimate moments with interesting, dynamic people, and it is an aspect of my life that is really rewarding. I get to share in these incredibly special personal relationships and personal moments that nobody else does, and I think it's a really privileged position to place in somebody's life that I really hold a lot of value on.
And you had mentioned something about, like, it's a bit of a learning experience, and you're in situations that you never would have perhaps encountered had you not pursued this career.
It is, because on a day-to-day basis, I'm a professional who's working and studying all the time. So for me to be myself and be as open as I can be, it's very empowering, and it is very rewarding to do that.
Let me ask this, are there drawbacks within your personal relationships, though, in terms of dating with boyfriends, husbands?
There certainly can be, and I think the ways that different escorts juggle their career life and their personal relationships varies. It really varies upon the individual. But I find that this career and this work actually allows me as an individual to evaluate my relationships in my personal life with a different context. And it gives me the empowerment to make decisions in my personal life that I may not have the knowledge or the ability to make otherwise, because I'm financially stable, because I'm independent, and because I have this sense of ownership over my own body and over all aspects of my life that translates into the quality and that I demand and that I command in my personal life as well.
Yeah, that's very true. Like, you have your own being, and you're so used to, just being fully empowered in every situation. Because as an escort, like, we have the final say in whatever situation we're in. Like, if we don't like something, we leave. If we want something, we say it.
But have you ever felt pressure? I mean, no work environment is perfect.
Absolutely.
So have you ever been in a situation where you felt pressure?
Not really. Not pressure, like, that I felt like I was under any obligation to concede to. Like, and definitely not from the agency. Like, the agency has our backs 1,000,000%, which is one of the amazing things about Cachet. Like, they will, fight tooth and nail to, do what's right by the girls. And, there's never a question. Like, they stick by the girls, and they want to make sure that everyone's, like, safe, sound, and happy at the end of the day.
That's interesting. Again, we're learning some interesting things because we have stereotypical thoughts on the escort industry and escorts in general. And what I'm hearing is you're escorts by choice, you're very educated, you're pursuing your careers otherwise, and you've experienced that this is empowering also for you. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Very interesting.
And
Okay.
it's beneficial for me personally because I'm so dedicated to my education. I don't have time to even date or go out sometimes on my day-to-day basis. So this also gives me that opportunity to be exposed to that
Right.
social scene.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Well, ladies, thank you very much for joining us today. Dr. Jess, as always, thank you very much.
Always a pleasure.
And thank you for joining us on another edition of Interviews with Experts.